but I have a problem. I get nervous, especially when there's beautiful people. So I guess today I have a good reason to be nervous, right?
Right. All these beautiful people.
Today I would like to truly thank everyone that is here today. It's my first year as a mayor to present to you the first state of the city address. I am so thankful and honored to serve along my city elected officials. And I would like to welcome, and I'm not sure she's here today, Mayor Pro Tem Aida Castro. I know our council member Salvador La Torre is out of town. He's not with us today. Council member Maria Santillan Beas. Council member Jose Luis Solache. City clerk Maria Quiñones. City treasurer Gabriela Camacho. I would also like to recognize all the county, states, and local officials, especially our Mayor Pro Tem from the city of Downey, Mr. Fernando Vasquez. Thank you for being with us. I know the mayor from the city of Baldwin Park was here. I'm not sure he left. There he is. Thank you so much for being with us today. I would like also to welcome the LA County Sheriff Department and the LA County Fire Department for being with us. Thank you so much, and thank you for your hard work. I also would like to thank our newly appointed, elected city manager, Alma Martinez. I would like to thank our staff, board, commissioners, and all the community organizations that are here today. I would also like to acknowledge our previous city manager, Mr. Arnoldo Beltran. Of course, I would like to thank my family, my friends who are here tonight. I would like to thank my father that is here today. This man is a blessing. He's the man that God gave me the opportunity. I lost my mother when I was 7 years old, but this man was the real man. And even on the last 3 years, he had about 3 strokes, but he's still here, standing, and I want to thank God for his presence with me today. I would like to thank my wife, of course. Some people didn't know that I'm married. But I've been married, and actually December 7, we will be celebrating 27 years. And so you know that's Pearl Harbor Day. So I don't know what that means, but it's Pearl Harbor Day. And my 2 kids that are here today, my son Jonathan and my daughter Isabel. And she's about to make me grandpa within a week or so. So I'll be the youngest grandpa that you ever seen. That being said, most importantly, I would like to thank all of you. I would like to thank the residents of the city of Lynwood, the business owners, our community leaders, and for their continued support this past year, 2016. Because of you, Lynwood is strong. And I am here to tell you that this is just the beginning. We must continue to build a strong city together and overcome any challenges that lie ahead. One of my messages in every council meeting was, one person cannot do it. 5 council members cannot do it. It takes the whole community to make it happen. Lynwood, like many cities in California, continue to face economic challenges due to the slow growing economy. The city revenue remains stable. Property taxes are up 0.85%, and sales taxes are up also 4.7%. But the utility use taxes revenue are down 8.5%. I would like to thank you, and I know Councilmember Solache especially, we would like to thank you for passing and helping us pass the penny tax this past election. Thank you so much. And I know all our employees will say thank you. Those funds will be used on projects and services to improve our community. Public safety is the cost, that cost of public safety keep rising. Their expenses is over 53% of our general funds. At the end of the day, the city had to rely on the use of general funds reserve to balance the budget. In response to these challenges, we identified budget expenses that were not essential for the department operations and made some reductions in each department. Since last year, the city has reduced their operational expenses by 3.5%. So now let me take you through a summary of accomplishment. And as I mentioned, there are three things dearly to my heart: the homeless community, our business community, and our veterans. But let me start with public safety, because this is our number one priority. And we were using every tool in every resource available to deliver the results for our residents and our visitors. Violent crime is down 15%, and we also improve our video surveillance. Lynwood now has visibility at all Lynwood Unified Schools district campuses, which increase safety for our children. Central Station also received new servers and computers for dispatch areas. This allows faster viewing and control of cameras throughout Lynwood. The sheriff expanded the narcotics and firearms detection program, and is now available to all the sheriff units in Lynwood. Also, the city increased enforcement of parking and code, adjusting working hours and days in an effort to cover the city after hours and on weekends. This is the first time in over 30 years that our code enforcement and parking enforcement is working after 6 p.m. and they are working on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So this city is not sleeping anymore. More than 300,000 people ride our trolleys and our buses every year in Lynwood. We started the process of allowing advertising in our trolleys, and that collected $20,000 for the transit advertisement this past summer. We also started the installation of a new bus and trolley shelters citywide. We're installing 56 brand new custom-made bus stops and trolley that has the name of the street and also say Lynwood on the bus stops. Our recreational program and a special event brings over 750,000 visitors and participants to our parks and facilities. We continue hosting our two most popular special events. Number one, our Candy Cane Christmas Parade that had an attendance of 50,000 people. And also our 4th of July annual fireworks that brings over 4,000 people to the park. We also continue to honor our veterans and active duty military personnel by hosting an annual veterans program. And now for the first time this year, we had our Memorial Day breakfast. And I hope our next mayors and council members continue having this prayer, Memorial Day breakfast. And not only that, but I want to emphasize, this year, and I don't know how many are here, but in a few minutes I will ask you to stand. This year, it was the 50-year anniversary of Vietnam. And we had the honor to receive plaques, certificates from Washington, D.C. for all our veterans that were in Vietnam. And that was done on a Memorial Day breakfast. This year, over 100 veterans and their families came to the breakfast. Not only that, but recently, just last week, we dedicated the park in front of Bateman Hall, as you see as you were coming in, and we named it Veterans Memorial Garden. I would like to take this opportunity, and I will ask all the military people that are here today to please stand to be recognized. Thank you so much for your service. I've been preaching this and I'm going to continue doing it. I think there's two things that I want to emphasize when it comes to the military. Coming from military background and family. I have my sister here, which is the only one now in the military. Everybody else is all over the world as I speak. But I don't believe that veterans that come back home, instead of being called heroes, they're being called homeless. And number two, I will continue fighting that our veterans, just like anybody else, can go to any hospital that they wish to go. That they don't have to wait 2 weeks or 2 months to receive help at the VA hospital. But like anybody else, they can choose what hospital they can go. So we hope we can accomplish that in the next years. Thank you to all the ones that serve. Our youth center drop-in program continues to serve over 100 kids per day. Our terms of sport, our youth baseball had over 500 participants, and our youth basketball program has doubled over the last year. We also hosted a teen parent symposium event with the Lynwood Unified School District at Bateman Hall. Speaking of Bateman Hall, our facility rental increased. This is the largest scheduling to date, with over $350,000 in revenue just in Bateman Hall. And I want to take this time to say thank you, Natalia and your team, for your great work. The goal of our Healthy Cities initiative is to improve our physical fitness and make it to 91 years old, and promote a healthier lifestyle. Following that initiative, the city partnered with other local gateway cities to host for the first time in the city of Lynwood Ciclavia event that brought over 20,000 people, and it was a huge success that was covered by all media. We also opened a new grant-funded outdoor fitness zone at Lynwood Park that has over 22 activities, and some of them are special for ADA kids. We also hosted a free health festival at Lynwood City Park with over 40 vendors and 400 participants, and also a fitness fair in the month of October. We continue our annual Loss Challenge. This year we had over 160 participants that lost 2,000 pounds. Not one person, okay? We'll also raise funds in support of cancer research and special programs for families with our 6th annual Relay for Life. We're a homeless community, that I like to call it. Among many goals as a mayor, I wanted to concentrate on assisting the homeless. We hosted 3 homeless outreach events. There are 44,000 homeless just in the city, not in the county, in the city of Los Angeles. The city took a new venture this year with Project Coffee Cup. The city, along with non-profit organizations, we help individuals that are homeless. And I'm very proud to say, during this effort, this year alone, 5 homeless veterans have been placed in permanent homes, just from the city of Lynwood. We also hosted a homeless outreach fair with over 20 vendors to assist homeless and a very low-income individuals at the city park. One more time. In the month of December, I will be hosting, and I'm asking the community for blankets and jackets. Bring it to the senior center. And on December 17th, we're gonna get buses of vans and we're gonna drive together to all the homeless and we're gonna give away blankets and jackets to the kids and to the families. So please join with me to help these families. In business, the city continues to be business friendly and is very quick in processing building clearances, delivering permits letters, blank checks, and conducting inspections. We have over 2,200 active businesses. Since last year, just in 2016, we have 198 new businesses. We also held a business expo here at Bateman Hall with over 60 vendors and provided important principles and exclusive networking opportunities. And thank you for all the businesses that help us out. There are over 90 miles of a street and roads in Lynwood. And this past year, we were very, very busy. And I would like to thank our Public Works Director, Raul Godinez, for his excellent work being done in this city. And all his team. We fill and repair over 3,000 potholes. We replace 500 street and traffic signs. We trim over 2,000 trees. In terms of capital improvement, this year we have accomplished more than the past 3 years together. We repaved and fixed all damaged curbs, gutters, sidewalks, driveways for the streets of Bradfield, Linden, Virginia, Elmwood, Redwood, and Walnut. All the streets were repaired in 2016. We also completed the street repair of Josephine Street from Atlantic Avenue to Muriel Drive. And also, we repaved 2nd Avenue from Josephine to Agnes. We completed construction of the median island on Los Flores Boulevard and replaced 2 water lines while reconstructing the entire street. This is just outside the elementary school. We fixed the sink. Our streets were sinking at the corner of State Street and Cedar Avenue. State Street from Cedar Avenue to Virginia Avenue also has been repaid. We upgraded the traffic signals at the intersection of Bullis Road and Fernwood Avenue and added a crosswalk to allow pedestrians to cross the street so they can join Linear Park. We recently revised the city website. It's now more professional and easier to use. This will help increase transparency and participation. We also developed an Instagram account for Lynwood Animal Service to assist our residents in quickly redeeming their lost pets. In my time as a mayor, I developed a Business of the Month program, which honors businesses for their best practice, leadership, and commitment to our community. I will ask all those that are here today, we named 11 Business of the Month, to please stand. We'd like to recognize all these businesses that are here, all these organizations, St. Francis Hospital, Library, we had Ramon Cardenas business, we had 11 businesses. Every month we selected a Business of the Month. Thank you so much. But this moment, during those Business of the Month, in the month of May, one special person was recognized, and that was Alvisa Buffet. And that's our beloved Lucy Avalos. So right now, I will ask you to please take 5 seconds so we can remember a woman that served this community with all her heart. Thank you. I also believe that our seniors are valued members of our community. And this is why I continue to host our Coffee with the Mayor at the Senior Center every first Tuesday of the month. I believe they have a great insight and valuable ideas that can help our community. And trust me, they'll fight you.
Yes.
They will let you have it. I also believe that children are valued members of our community. I had the opportunity to serve as a chair of the Measure K committee with the school district and work closely with the Lynwood Unified School District to bring a new program. And I want to take this time to say thank you to our superintendent from the Lynwood School District. And please, Reseda, I know you're here to represent the board. Thank you so much. You guys allow and this year we brought to the school, in partnership, I was able to bring a program called Conga Kids, which is an art program for our kids. This is the baby program from New York that's Dancing with the Stars. But now we have it in all our 12 elementary schools in the city of Lynwood. And that is, we need to bring art back to our schools. I would also to thank the district for inviting me to attend the 3 high school graduations, especially for allowing me to be the speaker at the Vista High School graduation. We are almost finished with the pedestrian safety improvement project. This involved the construction of new curb extension to calm traffic and shorten the crossing distance near Lynwood schools. We are also in the process of installing our new lights and flashing beacons, our new crosswalk locations near Lynwood schools. The new community center at Hem Park is scheduled to be completed very soon. It's at 90%. This is an 8,600 square foot facility that was funded mostly through a Prop 84, along with Los Angeles County grants and the development impact fee. By the way, the ribbon cutting will be on November 19, 2016 at 10 a.m. And I would like the community to come out this Saturday at 10 a.m. Join us for the ribbon cutting. focus of this year was to provide reconstruction of our streets that have been in despair and need repair. I know this is one of our biggest complaints. We need to fix our streets. Well, let me give you more. Just last week, we celebrated the groundbreaking of a $4 million street reconstruction project along Long Beach Boulevard. So Long Beach Boulevard will be fixed, and we'll start working on Long Beach Boulevard from Imperial Highway to Tweedy. We are in progress with the street construction at Wisconsin, Sequoia, Michigan, and Cornish. We also started City Hall Annex construction. This is a $5.4 million building, which will house a new council chamber that will provide additional seating for the public. And I'm very honored to say our next mayor will be able to open this beautiful annex. It's been sitting there for 8 years, but this year we finally got it started, and next year it should be completed. We are also in the process of installing electrical car charging stations for the public to use at City Hall. We also will be purchasing 6 electric cars as part of our fleet, and also installing charging stations at public work yards. For those that are thinking about what's going to happen with the south portion of Long Beach Boulevard, well, let me tell you, phase 2 at Long Beach Boulevard will start in about 4 months, and that will be from Imperial Highway to Magnolia Avenue. The improvements of 7 additional streets will be repaired. Birch, Platt, Fear, Lugo, Beechwood, Lewis, and Nevada are in the design phases. We expect to add new wells to improve the city's ability to deliver a reliable source of water to our residents and businesses. A new water well, known as a well number 22, is currently under design. Street improvements on Lewis Street from Martin Luther King to Wright Road and Bullis Road from Martin Luther King to Platt are also in the works. We are also working to bring recycled water to irrigate our parks through our new pipelines. This is being funded through a state grant that we partnered with Central Basin Municipal Water. In closing, I would like to say all of you here tonight are the foundation of our city. And I am proud of what we have built this past year. But let's not forget that we have many, many, many more challenges ahead and more bricks to lay. We cannot turn back, but we must continue building a strong Lynwood together. Thank you very much for coming out tonight.